YouTube, look what time it is. 2:57, 3 o'clock in the morning. You see this out here? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. And where am I, YouTube? I'm at the shop. I am still at the shop, working on the truck. This is what I mean when I say I gotta try to get in whatever time I could get in. So I've been here the last couple of hours trying to wrap this truck up mechanically. I've done a full tune-up, plugs, wires, cap rotor, air filter, fuel filter, oil filter. I did an oil change. I changed the power steering fluid. The brake fluid was all, of course, replaced when I did the brake lines. I totally forgot about this thing. It's a thermostat housing. The one that's on there now was leaking bad. It had rotted, deteriorated from sitting, and I actually had to put silicone on it just to get the truck here. So that's going to be replaced. Like I said, the oil was done. I'm getting ready to dump the pan and change the transmission fluid and the transmission filter. And a little seafoam treatment. I mean, this truck is coming together. See, front end's been thrown back on. The grill is on, bumper. I mean, the truck has come a long way mechanically. Now, cosmetically is another story. Now, everything on my list was done except for throwing the truck in primer. So yes, the truck is still ugly, but I did do most of the body work that I was going to do. I shaved the emblems. The roof is shaved. You know, it's the rocker panel is replaced. I still got another patch, 2 patches I got to do on the other side. But I was going to do everything before I left and throw the truck in primer. And that way when I came back in a couple of hours, you know, the truck just peel the paper off and roll out. But I've thought about it, and I'm against it right now because, you know, primer is not paint. And since this is the last night the truck is going to be in the garage, the truck is going to be parked outside. And after a couple of rainstorms, that primer starts to wash away. You know, primer is not paint. It doesn't have a protectant. It's supposed to, you know, protect the metal, but you cover it and protect the primer with paint. So there's really no need in wasting a gallon of primer just to spray it, just to make it look good. I know it's ugly, YouTube. I know. But I need this truck to be productive right now. You know, sometimes the ugly ones are the most productive ones. That applies to more than just trucks, but I'm gonna leave it there. Anyway, so it's what I say, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I got about another hour and a half worth of work, and then I'm going home. I'm gonna go to bed, catch a couple of hours, and then I got to get up and head over to pick up the new project. So I'm picking up a Gbody today. Actually, I'm gonna be more specific than that. I'm picking up an El Camino. The El Camino is in pretty rough shape, but my man is sending it to me. Well, I'm going to pick it up, but he's sending it to G7 so I can do a get right package on it. I got to make it look good for him. You know, he wants to enjoy his El Camino. I want to do that for him. So we're gonna take the El Camino in. You guys are gonna see it when I pick it up, and we're gonna transform it. We're gonna turn it into something. And yeah, we definitely gonna do that. All right. As always, guys, man, I appreciate you guys watching. That's it. Let me get back to work so I can get out of here, catch a little bit of sleep, and then it's off to work again. All right. I'll cut you guys back on. All right, YouTube. So right now, I just came from picking up the El Camino, and everything is going good right now. The dually is on its maiden voyage. I actually didn't leave the shop till after 3 this morning. I was back there at 7:30, and I didn't really get the truck ready to work until about 1:30. So, and then I headed over here. I came straight from the shop, loaded up the dolly and headed over here. So anyway, I just picked up the El Camino. I'm heading back to the shop now. Dually's doing well. I mean, it's pulling this thing like it's not even back there. It's no strain at all. It's driving, but I like to keep my distance when you're towing because, you know, it might be sudden stops and things like that. But, you know, it's not an issue. But look, the dually pulls this thing like it ain't even there. So, anyway, the El Camino's in the back. Let me see if I can get a shot for you guys real quick. Here's the pipes. That's the El Camino back there. Anyway, I'll give you guys a better shot once I get back to the shop. That's it for now. I just got to deal with this little bit of traffic. I've been sitting in traffic since I picked it up, but it's almost over. We almost back to the shop. We in Queens. So I'll cut you guys back on. All right, YouTube, I just got back to the shop with the El Camino. I'm about to get out and show you. I just wanted to show you guys something. I was at the shop till like 3:30. That was probably, it was close to like 4 o'clock this morning when I left. And I got back here like 7:30 this morning, and I worked on this truck till 2. And then I left to go pick the El Camino up. So now it is just about 8 o'clock. I just got back, and you guys got to see this. Like, even the dash pad. You see the dash pad? I didn't even bolt screw it back on. I just threw it on in order to be able to drive it. But that's how hectic it was, how much I was scrambling, trying to get everything done so I could do what needs to be done today. So hold on, let me get out. So the truck, a lot of body work has been started. You see the truck, right? But still got a lot of work to do. I'm glad I did not focus on the cosmetics. I'm glad I stayed focused on the mechanical because I'm just coming from picking up this El Camino, and it did a great job. All right, let me give you guys a shot of the El Camino. So the El Camino is rough. I guess that's the best way to describe it, is rough. You see, I mean, all of this stuff, it's a lot of things that need to be addressed. The paint is horrible. Somebody attempted some old school body work. You know, used to drill it out and use the slide hammer to pull out dents. But overall, this El Camino is cool. So the owner, good guy, he asked me to bring the sexy back on this El Camino, and I'm gonna do just that. In the back, you got a spare door, got a couple of parts. There's some parts inside for it. Carburetor's on the floor. I mean, it's a bunch of stuff that's in here for it, but he wants me to make it sexy for him. And I'm gonna do just that. You know, I appreciate him, and I appreciate any customer that allows me and trusts me enough to bring their cars back. You guys can see this. Now, the reason I'm showing everything with the body work is because this El Camino is gonna be painted black. And you know, black is like the hardest color to paint. It shows everything. So I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to see all this damage. I want you guys to see everything. Because I am absolutely going to bring the sexy back out of this El Camino. This is old body work, I guess. Yeah. So he brought it to me. So I absolutely am grateful for that. And I'm going to do a great job for him. But this is the El Camino. That's the El Camino, people. It's got a small block in it. I believe he said it's a 305. Let me see if I can get the door open. If not, I'll get you guys another video once I get it inside. I'm trying to just take this video before it gets dark, but hold on. See if I can get the hood open. Oh yeah, I got a lot of wiring issues to take care of in here as well. Let's see what's going on under the hood. So he had somebody put an intake on it. They switched over to a Holley carburetor. It's still not running and driving. He said it'll start, but it's still not running and driving because somebody got creative with the fuel system. And then look at all these wires. So all of these wires are here. I gather this stuff is left over from switching it from throttle body to well, electronic to carburetor. So I got to clean all this up. But you guys know wiring is no thing for me. So I got to take care of all of this. I got to get this going. We got a set of headers for it. We're running straight pipes all the way through. But he said it runs good. So I haven't heard it yet. You know, we had to push it. I'm waiting on some help right now so we can push it inside. And then I'm going to treat this like a no start special. I'm going to get all this stuff sorted out and get this thing running. Not just starting. Sometimes it's going to run every time you turn the key. So that's why it's here. That's what I'm here to do. Let me see if I can get a shot. I'm purposely blocking some things from the image. But this guy supplied the dual exhaust kit he picked up. I'm trying YouTube. I'm trying not to get something in the shot. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this, YouTube. So what I'm trying to block from you guys is, we also picked up the shoes already, but I'm not gonna let you guys see those yet. But that's the exhaust kit. These are the headers. I gotta do these headers over. He bought them used. They got some surface rust on them. I'm gonna treat these things and make them look good. You know, I can't throw these things in there like this. All right, so I mean, essentially that's it. I'm getting ready to see what happened to my help, and figure out what's taking them so long because we get ready to get this thing pushed in. I want to get it in before it gets dark. But that's it. It's back. Nate, we made it to Queens. It's back safe, and it's time to start showing this car a little love. I'm absolutely going to do that. It's the first El Camino I'm doing. And I've never owned an El Camino, easy. But I've been getting a lot of Chevy love lately. Also, I guess while I got a few minutes, let me tell you guys that's watching this video. So things are very busy over here. I know I tell you guys that from time to time, but the reason why I'm stating that is because I'm not taking any more get right packages this year. I'm truly booked to like November, deposits and all, till like November. I got a couple of paint jobs. I got a lot of things coming in of interest. The next vehicle I'm doing, I believe he's next, is a donk. So I'm doing a donk. I'm doing everything from a donk to a Volkswagen Bug over the next couple of months. So you guys keep watching. There's some good stuff in between though, but that's the spectrum, from a donk to a VW Beetle. So we got a lot going on over here. So, all right, I appreciate you guys. Let me get the door open. Let me call these guys, and I'll cut you guys back on. Grand 7 AutoWorks and newcarsuck.com. All right, guys, the El Camino's in the shop, and that's it. I'm closing out this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Tomorrow I'm going to post the get right list so we know which way this project is going to go. Please continue to watch. This is absolutely going to be a good one. All right, Grand 7 AutoWorks and newcarsuck.com.